So, here's a guitar pick. I'm gonna sell it right now. Anybody give me $3? Anybody give me $3? $3? $3.50. Right here, $3.50. It's gonna go to the ministry of the church. Right here, $4. Anybody give me $4? Uncle Jerry, I know you got $4. All right. Even 5. I got 5. So, anyways, I downloaded this app. We put everything in it, and the beauty is also not only can you put everything in it that you eat, chew, whatever. Try not tobacco. I never tried that, actually. I wonder how many calories is in that. Anyhow, so I was like, this is amazing. You can track all of your exercise, and it tells you how much of the calories you're burning. So I was like, breathing. What does that get me? 30 minutes of breathing, I burned 12 calories. I'm like, yeah, that's a ding-dong. Yes, baby, come on. All right, so then I'm like, oh, I wonder, existing. Now, what does that get me? The environment's got to be doing something right to take some pounds off. So I thought, how about going insane for 30 minutes? What would that get a person? You burned 500 calories going insane for 30 minutes. It was amazing. I was like, I can do this. I go down and eat the cheap fried steak at the Cracker Barrel, and then I'll just come back and I would go insane on my kids. Just burn it off right there, So then I went to see what wrestling was. I got 2 daughters, and when I downloaded this app, they're 9 and 10 now. When I downloaded the app 5 years ago. Some of y'all are gonna get that second Tuesday next week. When I downloaded that app 5 years ago, I was like, I wonder what putting panties on a goat gets you. Because that's what it's like wrestling my girls to get ready. It's like, Aubrey, 20 minutes putting on shoes. That's got to be 1,500 calories right there. It's got to be. Wrestling. So then I'm like, Emily, just trying to talk to her to brush her teeth. I know I'm burning 750. So it's amazing, those apps. I love them. Just love them. How many of you signed up for the Cracker Barrel rewards? Yeah, they will reward you to go into the feeding trough of America. It's amazing. We got into town, and we're going to try to surprise Uncle Jerry over here, because he's giving his testimony today. We had a beautiful service at First Family as well. And Beverly says we need to go eat. Well, Brother Joe Morris, yeah, he took Jerry out for a late lunch. I told Beverly, you told Joe Morris, I said, if I'm coming to town, he best not be taking my uncle anywhere. He only meets one meal a day now. Joe Morris keep his hands off him. Don't be buying him no pancakes at the IHOP, because I'm coming to town and I want to take him to dinner. So anyway, Beverly says, well, here's the places that I like, meaning her. And so Jerry says, I'm not going to go. And she's like, you have to go. Well, then he wanted all the details. Anyways, we hit the Cracker Barrel. I got my beans and my cornbread, my chow. We confused that little waitress so much. I was like, I need a bowl. Follow me. I need a bowl of just the bean juice. I've never done that before. Well, honey, there's a first time for everything. Get that ladle of crane back there, because we're going to go with that bean juice. I need something to put that cornbread in. Then I ate them little peppers. You pack like 20 of them on your plate, and then you feel them for 14 days afterwards. Oh, Toledo. Woo, it was something. But the best thing was how gracious Pastor Robert is whenever we come into town, and said, hey, I'm going to be at the Bible study. Lorraine did a great Bible study on Saturday, and how many of you were there? A lot of you were there. Wasn't it a beautiful time in the Lord? We had a good time. I enjoyed being with each of you and hearing from you and you sharing your wisdom, or your mom's wisdom. Right. But so I said, well, let's go eat somewhere. Well, it's been a while, I don't know the places in Amarillo as much anymore, but I know Cracker Barrel, my nose can sniff that out. And so I signed me up for the rewards. You know how much y'all helped me get, how many rewards y'all helped me get? I'm well over 1,000 now.
I'm so jealous.
I give me either a free dessert, that cobbler looked pretty good, or I get me a to-go mac and cheese. I'm thinking the dessert myself as a way out of town. I'm gonna cash in them points. You betcha. So anyways, so I said, matter of fact, why don't I just read the text? That might be best. Give me one moment. And don't you hate it when you text like 4 people at once and then you forget that you had 4 people on the text chain? And you think you're going to send it to one person? And then you're like, that wasn't meant for the other 3. Let's see, I got her in here as D. So I know, oh, here it is right here. Okay. I said, it was pretty plain what I said. We'll all meet for lunch. This was from Sister D. Where were you wanting to eat? I said, no clue. Hadn't been to Taco Villa though in 23 years. I just read on the billboard that the family pack is back. I think we need to go down there and get us some Taco Villa. Right? And I said, you guys know better than me. Just don't want a burger. What does that mean to you? Is there anybody in the room except for this section that knows what that means? Just don't want a burger. Do you think I wanted a burger? No. Because where do my 9 and 10-year-old always want to go when we go? If there is a Golden Arches McDonald's in heaven, I don't want to be there. I'm just going to tell you right now, our youngest, I set the precedence pretty early when we were able to start taking them out. They're adopted. They both have special needs, so we worked a really long time before we could even go to a restaurant. That's why all this home cooking just kind of sticks to your ribs. So anyways, I set it up. You want a sit-down restaurant? You come with mommy. You want a fast food restaurant? You let daddy take you.
Amen.
That's pretty simple. So I said, I don't want a burger. Because where would I might end up? McDonald's. Or the king of burgers. So Robert, in all of his infinite wisdom, I think he must not have had his Dutch boys coffee or whatever it's called. His Frappuccino wasn't frapping that day. He got himself a big gulp from the, what's it called, Dutch boys? Dutch Brothers. I don't know, but I got a story about a cup of coffee. Robert comes out and says, how about Whataburger? I hadn't eaten at a Whataburger since I had to eat Totino's pizzas folded up like a taco when I was in college. Because they was only 87 cents a piece. You think I'm going to go to a Whataburger? Plus, a famous quarterback, who shall not be named, actor, Holmes, owns all of the Whataburgers up in Kansas City. Because he was at Texas Tech. And the Whataburger, I gotta go. The Whataburger's my favorite. So he just goes and starts planting them everywhere. And we got onions flying everywhere in Kansas City from the Whataburger. It's like all the mother than more onions. So I come down to the church yesterday. Now, folks, I have not been down in this area for I don't even know how long. I left in 2001. And it has been. But anyways, we wound up going to the Taste of Thai or something like that. It was good. But anyhow, y'all have really built things up here. You should be congratulated. Matter of fact, let me just do this. No one else clap.
She said no one else clapped.
Thank you. You all have done well downtown. They have done well. You all, I know I saw that. I'm gonna come back. What is it called? The dog sod spot? What am I? Face spot? The what am I?
Prairie dogs.
The prairie dogs?
Prairie dogs.
Sod poodles. I don't know. There was mesquite trees I used to hear about. Sod poodles. I'm gonna come down here and see me a sod poodle game. I don't know what they're playing. What do sod poodles play? Tiddlywinks? I'm just kidding. I had people emailing me, Shaunda, please vote for this so they don't name them the sod poodles. I'm like, what? What's my other choices? I kind of like the Amaryllis myself. But this is all beautiful down here. Anyways, I was driving back and I got lost. I took a wrong turn in Albuquerque. I waited over at the Taste of Thai for 2.5 hours for us. I still had to go get my sister. This is my sister right here. Angela, we came down together. And we might go back together, I don't know.
We better.
She might walk, I don't know. But anyways, I got all confused and I got on these one-way streets I didn't remember. And luckily, it wasn't much going on down here, so I didn't get hit, I didn't hit anybody. But I got in this parking lot and I found the most random thing. You're not going to believe this, but it caught my eye because it was orange and white. And so I pulled in there. It said the city of Amarillo's on all these vehicles. I was somewhere in the city of Amarillo, and I was by the stadium, and I saw these things laying in the parking lot, and I was like, "Did the wind blow these in?" Are you kidding me? Like the wind blew these Whataburger number 89s. And they're matching.
No, they're not.
The Lord just put them there. He just planted them there. And so I was like, I don't know what it is.
They're not matching.
Well, they were when I first saw them. We had a Holy Ghost time, and my eyes were blurry. So, Robert, I'm going to write today. I'm going to put, what'd you tell me the date is?
Today's March 24th.
3/24, 2024. We'll never see this date again. And I'm going to autograph this like I'm famous.
Okay.
I'm going to do it real squiggly so like people are going to look at it and say, wow, did you get Elvis's autograph? Like they won't know even. They can't even tell. I should have put Patrick Mahomes. Put Patrick Mahomes. Shaunda Adams by, this makes it official, Patrick Mahomes. Look at that. That is official stuff. And I'm going to give you this one, Robert. Okay? And I'm going to take this one, and I'm always going to remember your Whataburger desire. You should autograph mine. That'll make it official. Yeah, that's a good idea. So anyways, God blew them into this parking lot, and I stopped Chris's truck, and I got the rope out, and I shimmied out of that truck, and got onto the ground with both feet, and then I took a Kleenex out of my pocket just in case, and I picked them babies up. Because I wasn't quite sure how they got there, Robert. Robert Burton.
My choice.
Bobber. I love it. That was incredible, man. So anyways, I was like, that is unbelievable. I'm going to use that. Because we had talked about me doing this, right? But going back to that pickup truck, that's my husband's truck. And he went from a little Colorado that I could slide into really easily to a truck that's got some sort of a lift on it. that I have to pole vault into that thing. I told you I'm like a Teletubby. And once I get in there, I gotta adjust every mirror because my husband is about 6 foot. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I don't get excited. My husband, I told him, I said, honey, we're in the pickup one day. It's just me and him. I said, honey, what do you think about after spring break, me and Angie go down to Amarillo and see the family? He says, I think that'd be fine. I think that'd be a good idea. Okay, we're gonna do it just a weekend trip. And so we're sitting there. Angie's texting me 1,400 times. And I'm trying to answer them all in consecutive order. And then she loses track and she's like, what clothes? I'm like, dear Lord, go back to the first one. Are you want to wash clothes in my house or not? Anyways, so I said, honey, what do you think about me taking the truck? And then I look back down at my phone and he says, well, I'm gonna miss you. And I looked up and he was stroking the dashboard. And I almost said, I'm gonna miss you too. Then I said, I'm gonna race it on the streets of Amarillo. I always love to get somebody off the lot. This guy right here in the Superman, he knows. Don't you? He knows. I mean, it's all I can do. I'm like, that old lady's in a Buick. I think I could beat her. I think I could beat her. Man. So anyways, we decided that the truck was dirty and we were gonna get it washed for him. How many, I have never heard of an IQ car wash before. IQ car wash. Have you heard of it? It was on the way from y'all's house the other night. And the Walmart was closed. Y'all pack up pretty early around here. It was midnight. And then y'all pack up pretty early. Y'all was rolling up the street sidewalks by 9, I'm pretty sure. And we had to go get cereal yet. Because let me just tell you, we had canceled this trip. Because I wasn't feeling well and I didn't want to get them sick. Because they're now, they get the senior discount at the Cracker Barrel. So anyhow, I didn't want to get them sick, so we canceled it. But I think it just turned out to be allergies. Because on Thursday, I started feeling good again. And so it was like 3, and I said, hey, Ange, I'm feeling great. Why don't we go ahead and take our trip? Can you be ready by 5:30? And in her graciousness, she says, by 5:30? How about 6? Maybe 30? But closer to 5:30. Anyway, she went around. She was like a tornado in a trailer park getting things together. She got everything packed up. It was wonderful. And so I swung by after work and I got her, and here we go. So anyhow, I had made these reservations on my points, And we were going to stay at a beautiful place called the Stay Bridge. We would have had the whole bridge to stay. But they are painting them all alike now. So we're staying at the Candlestick. Just one candlestick. And there's no breakfast. That was disturbing to Angela. I'm okay with coffee and tea, but that did not sit well with her. So anyhow, I would have booked the same place. We could have stayed at the bridge, the Stay Bridge. But I didn't know, so now we're at Candlewood. Before I leave, do y'all remember the movie Elf?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you remember when he gets to New York and he goes into that place that it says, it says, congratulations, you did it! And all the Indian people look at him like, You have the world's best cup of coffee. Remember this? Do you remember this? So here's what I'm gonna do. Congratulations! You made it! You have the worst cup of coffee in the world! Because it came out looking like motor oil. So I thought I better add some water and not push the bold button. Something so magical happens in this machine at this candlestick, we're gonna call it. It's so magical. They've got this thing and it says, jumpstart your morning. So I went in to jumpstart my morning since I don't eat. Ninja was eating her Reese's Puffs with her orange juice that we had to stop by the United at 12:15 at night to get. Anyhow, do you know why? It was after that one, Ninja. So anyways, I go in there and I said, bold. It's kind of plug and play. Like a monkey could do it. Bold. Coffee. And this stuff started coming out of there. I thought, I'm not sure this has been cleaned in a while. So I thought, I'm not real sure about this. And so anyhow, I thought I better add some water because it really may turn the old crankshaft just, I could just go. You know, I mean, I could start running the streets of Amarillo. It would be horrible. Okay, so I decided to add water. I don't know why, because it didn't improve it. But they had Bigelow tea bags, thank God in heaven. And they had a hot water thingy, and that I knew to do. And then I could just make tea. It wouldn't be quite the same though. So that was horrible. And then, so after United, we decided to do something so nice for my husband. We was gonna go wash his truck. Did I mention the IQ car washes?
Yeah.
Has anyone been through one? No. You know why? Because you have to pack a cooler and stay for half a day. I got into the Reese's Puffs before we ever finished. I was starving. I was drinking down the orange juice. When is this thing going to end? This isn't like a limousine. I'm only cleaning a pickup truck. We sat there for 30 minutes while that thing decided to do whatever it does. And then it puts this cherry scent on your car. We were trying to figure out if it was Pop-Tart or if it was Blow Pop Sucker. She said, I smell cherries. I said, I smell Skittles. Listen, it was like $14 for 10 minutes, $16 for 18 minutes, or $20 for half a day. Like, Laura, I thought they were going to lock up our room before we got back to the candlestick. Thought we checked out already. So there we were. And it just kept going. And then it got to the back, them little whirly-doo, what's they called? Them little whirly-doo brushing things. It got back there and it just sat there for a while. Now I'm a little bit OG. You know what I'm saying? I had some BG days, some BC days before Christ. Okay? I just made sure my clip was a lot closer to that pistol than it had been coming down here. You know what I'm saying? Because I said, we are a captive audience right here in this thing. I got brushes behind me that are not working, and we got one way out of here. And somebody comes in here, I'm just going to start shooting. I don't know what else to do. I've been here for 30 minutes. Get the car washed! I burned 17,000 calories right there in that pickup truck. You better believe I was logging it. I'm like, baby, we ain't seen each other in a long time, but let me tell you what Mama's been doing. You better believe I cranked up that app. I didn't even walk in Reese's Puffs. I just didn't even walk it. Oh, for them sakes. So how many of y'all like to play the license plate game when you go on a trip? Anybody? I got a few hands. You boys, you like to play it, don't you? It's fun. And there's an app for that. Helps you keep track. Because with me and Angie, we count a lot of them a lot, repetitively. New York! And New York 600 miles ago. Texas! We're in Texas. We've already seen 15,000 Texas plates over here. Kentucky! We got that next to your mom, man. You can't keep up. Come on! So anyways, we had a big score yesterday. Big score. We were driving on, what's that? You call it Wolfland? Yeah. We were on the little out route, you call it a frontage road here. And pulled out of the candlestick. And here we was going. And we get up on this trailer. It's a little pop-up camper, you know. And we have already identified that thing from 200 feet away that it was a different license plate than we'd ever seen. We were going to score big on the license plate app. We get up there, and it is Alaska. Oh my goodness, Angela! Is that Alaska? It is! It is! I quick grab my phone. I pull up the app, and I click off Alaska. And I looked at the truck, and it was a dually, and it had a Texas plate on it. I thought I was going to get like an Alaska and a Hawaii all in the same one. That would have been like Jesus smiling down on me. It would have been amazing. But we got that. You know, they all have little sayings. Do you know what I'm talking about? All the little license plates. You know, Texas is the
Lone Star State.
And do you know what Kansas is? It is the sunflower state. However, it is not recognized on our license plate. Does anyone else know?
Dorothy's home.
We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. I don't know where we are. We're not in Kansas. Nothing. No one knows. So anyhow, I think that Texas should really say something like, Texas, home of the double wide bathroom stalls. It was so glorious to come to a bathroom I didn't have to shimmy into just to get there. You know what I'm saying? In Kansas, so here, you know, they build everything out. It's like 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 3,700 square feet ranch. Right? In Kansas, it's like 2 bedrooms, half bath, 1,750 square feet. Everything's up. That's also with their bathroom stalls. Yeah, and I'm just going to tell you right now, I will get a limp to go to the handicapped one. If I gotta go. Don't think I won't. Do not think I won't. So, and I have done this before too. I've had to go so bad. You know them things at the hospital that they have the little storks and the little baby that says it's a girl, it's a boy. Thank you. We're excited. Thank you. I gotta go, babe. I'm just telling you. And folks will be that way too. They're not my sister. She says that he just talks to everybody. You know, people are like, congratulations. My bladder's about to explode. That's the only reason I look like this. We don't know what we're going to name it. Maybe. So anyway, I think that's what Texas should say. And I love y'all's gas stations. Hey, there's the bass player. How you doing? Good to see you. What was your name again? Julie. Everybody give Julie a hand. Thanks for being here, Julie. Did you play this morning? Wonderful. We'll have to jam sometime. Your gas stations are so simple. They tell you what you're going to do. In Kansas, they don't. But here, it is literally spelled out for you on the building. You are going to pack a sack. That is brilliant. No one questions what they're going to do when they get in there. And then you are going to toot and you're going to tote them. That is amazing. Simply brilliant. It had to be a Texan that thought it. In Kansas, all you're going to do is take a quick trip. That's all you get, is a quick trip. So me and Angie came down last year. Jerry wouldn't know it. Anyway. Uncle Jerry's a miracle man. God healed him.
Amen.
And literally, like they were printing the toe tag, folks. And God healed him. He gave his testimony this morning. Give the Lord glory. Give the Lord glory. So we flew down. We weren't in the truck because I just have to be able to go. I can't be messing with mirrors. I can't be my seat to see over the steering wheel. I just have to see I have to drive my vehicle. Why do I feel like I know you? Nope. You. Yes. Who is she? Did she get clearance before she came in? Do we have clearance? I swear, what's your name? Sierra. Who do you belong to? Anyone in here in this building besides Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior? Man, you got a twin maybe in Kansas.
You got everywhere I go, actually.
Yes.
Somebody always says, "Do I know you?" And I'm like, "No, I don't think so."
Man, I don't remember. It's goodness gracious. I've been sitting there thinking, how do I know her? Did I fit glasses on? No, that's Kansas. Well, I don't know. So anyhow, we flew down in the Flex. We had been on the road, it seemed, because we brought my daughter, Emily, and it was me and Angie. And it seemed like we'd been on the road 18 hours. It's only 7 hours and 56 minutes, I think, if you go the speed limit.
If you go the what?
The speed limit.
It's a suggestion.
I don't know what that is.
Here's my
Neither does
thought
she.
on that. If it's open road, it's the Autobahn. I'm nailing it. Anyways, we stopped and got some points at the Cracker Barrel. In some Oklahoma town, I don't know where. Our waitress decided to leave us and go take her shoes off and go rest in her car, and then she came back. And then she took our order. Excuse me, I had to go to my car, she said. Did you need a nap? What is out there? So anyhow, came back home with her house shoes on, fluffy, big poodle looking, sod poodle with house shoes, with the little teeth. Anyhow, so I've been driving forever, just forever, and I was, not paying attention. But you got that cruise control, and man, things can just get out of hand. And so I was cruise controlling at a high rate of speed. And there's these cars, it's the open median. It's so open out here. You can drive for 4 hours and still be in the same area code. Drive in Kansas for 10 minutes, you're in a whole other city, folks. It's a whole other city. A whole other zip code. A whole other post office. It's amazing. So anyhow, I swear our bumpers, God, like, I don't know, they're so talented in what they do. Do you know who I'm speaking of?
Yeah.
They are so talented in what they do. By the time, and he's over here, and I'm over here, by the time our bumpers barely passed each other, he had lit that sucker up. I did not have to be told that he was coming for me. So I pulled over and I waited 15 minutes for him to catch up. I just sat there and I gave some instructions to my family, like shut up. Specifically to my daughter, Emily. You shut up, eat your gummy worms, and don't say a word. Either my sister did not hear those instructions, or she was totally oblivious to the instructions given in class that evening. He comes up to my sister's side, and he asked me the question that they all ask, and I don't know if he really doesn't know the answer, or if he wanted to know if I knew the answer. But he says, "Ma'am, did you know you were speeding?" To which I should have said, "Oh my Lord, you're kidding me! I had no idea!" But I didn't. In all of my infinite wisdom, I said, and I got real southern on him too. Because I lose that, and then I come back here and I get it again. And I go back up there and people are like, "You've been back down home, haven't you, Shaunda?" "Yeah, I have. I'm sorry, give me 3 weeks." And so I said, "Oh, no, sir. No, sir. I was qualifying for the bathroom 400. I just had Cracker Barrel beans and greens up the street." That man did not crack a smile. I said, "I gotta go, officer." He says, "Why didn't you go at the exit back there?" My sister, in all of her infinite wisdom, calls on God. "Honest to God, officer, we didn't even see the exit." And I said, "But I see a love's lit up like a Christmas tree, and that's where I'm headed." He gave me a warning. Hallelujah. That's a Joel Osteen moment, I think. Anyways, we rolled up that window, and I said, "Angela, Renee, the reason we didn't know there was an exit back there is because I was going so fast, we didn't see the exit back there." Oh. So we made it to the Loves, and we spent a little cash there, bought, some other things we didn't need. Chains, and I don't know what else, flip-flops. Now, you have got to be really, really good if you are going to play the license plate game at 93 miles an hour. I mean, really good. We went on a trip. My husband doesn't really like to drive on long trips, and that's fine with me. I love to drive. Oh my goodness, I just love it. And so I was driving, and I was in cruise control again. And I'd say, "What's that one, honey?" He's like, "I have no clue what that was. I don't even know what kind of vehicle it was, Shaunda. Can you slow down so I can see the license plates?" I'm like, if you can't do this at 93, we're going to have somebody trade seats because I got to have a reader. Come on. This is not working. And then I'd be like, New York, Illinois, Land of Lincoln, Utah. He's like, how are you seeing these? I'm like, I'm not. I memorized the license plates. I memorized what they look like, and you don't have to know. How many of you enjoy a good pizza? We know you do. Yep. Yeah. I don't know if they do this down here in Amarillo or not. So I was driving home one day, which is good because there was a lot of times I thought about not driving home. Just going right on by, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I wonder what Chris and the kids will do. Anyhow, we're past those days, thank God. Anyhow, I get home, and our home has been hit. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I guess we left the trash can out on the curb too long ago. Let's see. There's a big old green neon sign on our trash can. Y'all ever get those on your trash can? Oh yeah, y'all have alleys. We don't have alleys. It's been a hot minute since I've been driving down an alley. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got some OG, I got some before Christ, but it's been a long time. You know? So anyhow, I go up, and I just know we've been nailed, Maureen, because we probably left it out there too long. I don't know, 2-3 days. I mean, what? Come on, we got a family to raise. Collecting trash can. Anyhow, and there's this notice. It says, don't get caught unprotected. Holy moly, what is this about? You need reflective numbers on your curb and your house. Oh, I didn't know I needed that. This is vital for police, ambulance, fire, and the pizza man. I never knew the pizza man could be lumped in with the rescue crews of my city. I walked in the house. I said, honey, you remember that pizza we ordered 3 years ago? Supposed to be here in 10 minutes? Yeah, we ordered it with that place that begins with a P and last rhymes with butt. I know now why they didn't deliver it. We got caught unprotected. Supposed to be here in 10 minutes, we still ain't got that pizza. I'm calling this guy right now. We're going to get us some reflected numbers. We're not having another pizza catastrophe. I'm just not doing it. The firefighters might go to my neighbors, the ambulance might go to my neighbors, the police might go to my neighbors, but by cracky, that pizza man better be at my door. You know, you can go from age 4. How old are you boys back there? You're older than 4.
11.
Well, you're way older than I thought you were. How about you, little man? Hey, 6. Yeah. That's a whole lot closer to 4. My old eyes are failing me. You can eat 26,000 pieces of cold pizza from the time you are 4 years old till the time you are 40. But you turn 41 and that pizza better be hot when they deliver it to your house. Because we ain't messing around. I am sitting in that Domino's, drive it yourself car right back. And letting it know that that pizza best come back not all messed up and hot. You know what I'm saying? Good night. Let me tell you how my morning started. I meant to go to Sunday school. Pastor Robert. One thing the candlestick has got is a pretty nice little bathtub. Now I gotta wedge myself in I gotta hoist myself out. But it was pretty nice, you know? And I stayed in there too long in Miss Sunday school. I go over to the sink, and I see my sister's toothbrush. I'm confused, because it looks like she's been polishing her shoes with it. And so I said, Angela, it's the only toothbrush you got. I'm gonna buy you a new toothbrush. Angie ain't woke up yet. Her response was, "You using my toothbrush?" No. And then she says, "Let me get my knife." I said, "Don't cut me." I said, "The bristles is all broken down. What are you brushing? What are you running up through your head?" Anyway, she was getting her knife, her pocket knife, so she could cut the tags off my clothes so I didn't go into the church looking like Minnie Pearl. I thought she was going to cut me for wanting to question her about her toothbrush. I thought, man, she needs Jesus. Good night, Miss Molly. So there we were. Now, I do take after my Aunt Beverly in a number of things. Late is one of them. I really do mean well, Maureen. I do. I mean well. I didn't mean to leave y'all over at the Taste of Thai for 2.5 hours. But I got lost in downtown Amarillo. I got a little scared. Wasn't sure. Went around the block 3 times before I realized I was going around the same block. Pierce, Buchanan, these names really do look familiar. So I tried using my GPS on the trip. My 9-year-old is convinced there's a little woman in my phone that talks to us. Aubrey has autism, but she communicates with Siri like she's her friend. So, Siri, can you buy me a Coke at McDonald's? Honey, I'll send you with Siri next time to the Golden Arches. Because I ain't going. So anyhow, I put in, I just wanted to put in anywhere, quite frankly, because I wanted to get out of the parking lot I was in, where I found them Whataburger table toppers. And I just wasn't sure where I was supposed to go or how I was supposed to get there. So I'm like, Siri, anywhere. What can you do with that, you little ding dong, I hate you. So, anyways, we're in Oklahoma, and it keeps telling me to do this other thing that I didn't know to do. I always knew to take that lot and exit. You know what I'm talking about? That lot and exit has been my way home for the last 21 years. Okay? Longer than that. Can't count. 23 years. I knew to take that. This person was telling me to do something different. And I panicked. I just panicked. And I'm screaming at her, "You need Jesus! Because I'm going to kill you!" I just wanted to throw that phone out the door. Good night. So they took me up somewhere and then took me back down somewhere. But I got here, so I guess you're not all that stupid. But I didn't know where I was going because I was supposed to take the lot and exit. And so my sister, in all her infinite wisdom, decides to pull up her little person in her phone. Now we got dueling idiots trying to tell the blind where to go to get down road. involved in that. And 2 of them have legs. And breathe. And burn calories doing it. If you give birth in this church, so help me Hannah, I'll never come back. Get her some water. Somebody get her some water before her water breaks. We do have a retired firefighter here. You ever had to do that, Jerry Wayne? There you go, on the side of I-27. Jerry's delivering babies. Set up a sign, put a little shingle up. Jerry's baby delivering service. But you better have reflected numbers or he might not know how to get to you. Otherwise, you've been unprotected. Anyways, so the 4 of us idiots with 2 of them talking to each other and the other one saying, I don't know how to go to. And I'm like, this is AI. You're talking to one another at this point. Somebody needs to pay attention to me. I'm the one driving. I said, would you please turn off your Siri so that my Siri can tell me where I'm supposed to go? Because I don't have a relationship with your Siri. I've been having my Siri for a few years now, but I don't know your Siri. Every once in a while, she thinks it's funny, she'll put on an English voice on her Siri and change it to a man. I'm like, this is not woke, Siri. You're not doing this. Put her back the way she was. She's not a Lego. You can't just switch out the heads anytime you please. Come on. This is unreal. So she says, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was bothering you. I just burned 20,000 calories just from the dueling series. That was just brain work trying to figure out which one to follow. Good night, Miss Molly. Are you kidding me? I don't know. I think I'm going to just leave both of them here when we go back. Otherwise, they're going to have to pay their way. I don't know. How much did they? $1,200. That Siri's I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start charging Siri $1,200 to ride in my car. That's it. That's what I'm gonna do. Because she just gets so stupid sometimes. I don't even know where to go or how to go. I try to depend on somebody. You know, you've been in a relationship for this long, you would think you could depend on her. But no! They put up a different caution traffic sign and she goes all ballistic nuts. There's a detour sign and she don't know where to go. I'm like, well, if you don't know, I don't know, Siri. Because I depend on you. Just unbelievable. Everybody have a good Christmas? I'm just asking for a friend. Did you have a good Christmas, my man? Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. How many of you wish it was just Christmas like every day? What do you